you ever seen the thing on Twitter where like Kanye was like, I'm so embarrassed that I got to dress Kim every time she goes out. You know, because if it was up to her, she'd be out there in bikinis every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, like Jesus.
He said, I had to show you how to be a wife.
Yo, that mean they don't know how. They mama ain't no wife. They mama was another industry groupie before. Industry groupie was industry groupies. They mama was around that block.
Chris was a Rolling Stone.
Man, Chris was cheating on that man. They daddy, Rob Kardashian. She was cheating on him with OJ. They think Chloe might be OJ's baby.
I mean, she is the only one that doesn't look Armenian.
Whole time Scott was taking care of everything. OJ was on trial for murder, and then she started dating Bruce, who turned out to be a woman. You know what I'm saying? Caitlyn, you know what I mean? Which she don't know if she's gay or not. She don't know if she's definitely a Republican. She's definitely a Trump supporter.
Yeah, that
it don't matter
if
a white person is
now,
trans
honestly,
or whatever.
I really feel like she is like one of the main people that kicked off this whole like
who?
Caitlyn Jenner. I feel like she's one of the main people that kicked off this whole be yourself shit.
You don't think it was RuPaul?
RuPaul been around for a while though. Like I feel like it became a big deal more or less when Caitlyn Jenner did it.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that it became more.
It became more of a big deal.
It became more of a trend.
More of a put it in your face.
Yeah.
More of a we have to accept this. Not more like what RuPaul doing it, it's kind of like I'm doing me. If you don't like it, that's okay. But I'm always gonna do me. Caitlyn did it, and it was just kind of like, oh no, we have to allow people to do what they want to do and accept this.
Yeah.
Like
that's why you got that whole thing right now. It's just crazy because I think America is paying for the BS that we've been dealing for the past 4 years. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I felt like for like the past 4 years, 5 years, no, the past 8 years, because it all started back then. But I feel like we're paying for it because now we got situations now where natural born women can't perform in the Olympics because they have a natural higher level of testosterone. But a man who's like 300, 400, like 300 pounds of pure muscle, you know what I mean, who's been wrestling his whole life can join the Olympic team on the women's side because he identified. We're paying for it because none of this stuff makes sense. Because at the end of the day, you can literally change yourself and you can change your gender and your mind all you want to, but you can't change genetics. You know what I'm saying? You can't change that. You can't change that. You're still a 300-pound woman now. You're a 300-pound woman that can bench press 800 pounds. Now you just identify as a woman. Nothing changed about your anatomy. You still have the strength of a grown man. You still have denser bones. You still have muscles of a grown man. No matter what you want to call yourself, you're still going to be able to punch a hole in the wall.
And that's why I just kind of feel like, that's why, like, I don't know, you probably don't pay attention to the Bad Girls Club thing
sometimes
that comes on Zeus. But that's why, you know, like the transgender Sydney Starr.
Oh, I knew about Sydney Starr before she was on any of that. Like Sydney Starr, she was the one that was tricking up rappers.
Yeah, saying that she fucked them and she did.
Yeah, I remember that. But then they weren't all not true. A lot of them dudes thought, if you see Sydney Starr and you don't know who she is, a lot of dudes was like, oh, she got a fat ass, she fine.
She looked like a girl.
Yeah, exactly. So a lot of niggas got caught up, and then when they found out, they was like, oh, but a lot of niggas definitely tried their hand with Sydney Starr before they knew who Sydney Starr was.
Yeah, she's on Bad Girls Club, and they brought her on there for this.
She fighting?
No, that's one of the things I was about to say. She can't get physical with anybody because at the end of the day, genetically, you're a man.
Yeah.
So it's like she can't get to fighting with anybody on there. So it's like.
It was Young Berg. I just remember who it was. It was Young Berg.
That she was saying she had sex with?
No, it was that he really tried his hand with her until he found out that she was a dude. He didn't know. It was Young Berg, though. I remember this. It was Young Berg.
She looked like a girl, though.
She looked like a girl. I'm not saying a man can't look like a girl. I'm not saying you can't go get the surgeries and make your butt fat and make your thighs match and make your titties big. And I'm not saying that. You still have the genetic strength of a man, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care how big your titties are. You just strong with big titties now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing gonna change. And it's like, it's weird because now we in a space where naturally women can't do certain things that men who identify as women can. And that's crazy, man. Like, that is the stuff that we have to pay for now. A lot of stuff is foolishness. You can't really put an outline on gender and stuff like that. Like,
and to me, I'm not even trying to be funny. It always seems like it's the trans woman trying to force their way into women's things.
yeah,
You don't really see no
true.
trans men trying to go do men shit. They just want to identify as a man. You don't see them being like, let me go play on the men's basketball team.
Yeah.
Like,
unless they're nice though. Unless they're nice.
But it's always a trans woman trying to force their way into some shit. Like, just sit the fuck. Let me be
they
quiet.
try to go out. They go out their way to make it known. You know what I'm saying? That they matter. And I get that. I get that to a certain extent. But then it's like, you're right. You don't have women who identify as men trying to join the men's football team unless they're, you know what I'm saying, capable of doing it. But you know what I mean? Like, that's not one of their requirements. You got transsexual women who are literally thinking that they're really women.
Yeah, and a lot of this stuff is just kind of like, y'all fighting for stuff y'all don't even want. Y'all fighting for stuff y'all don't even want. Y'all just want to be seen and heard. Like, y'all fighting for stuff y'all don't even want. Y'all just want to be included.
Exactly.
Y'all want to be included in a woman's world that bad that y'all are just
like Genuine. Like what happened on that show with Genuine. That he was cool with the woman. I'm gonna say she's a woman. She was cool with the woman, and he was like, "You wouldn't date me. You wouldn't date me." She was like, "You wouldn't date me. You wouldn't date me." And he was like, "Not if you used to be a man. Not if you was trans. I wouldn't do that." She went in for a kiss. And that man was like, "No, like I'm not." You know what I'm saying? That's sexual assault.
He had every right to punch her in her fucking face.
That's sexual assault, number one. Like that, we're not gonna act like that wasn't sexual assault. And then she tried to twist it up and make it seem like he was transphobic and stuff. I don't want to be. I don't even let random women just kiss me.
That I don't know kiss me.
Yeah, like on my lips.
Who are you?
It's called mono.
What are you doing?
I don't want that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people
third row, because you're in the front row.
But that's what they do. Like, a lot of times they be like, "Oh, you wouldn't date a trans." I don't have to date a trans when there are plenty of men who will. Like, there are plenty of men who would do that, like Young Buck. There are plenty of men who like transsexual.
You know what I don't get?
What?
When a trans date a trans.
I feel that. I've seen that too.
Me too.
I've seen that. And it's like,
I used to watch a YouTube couple. Yeah. And it was a trans man and a trans woman. And you know why they broke up? Because the trans woman wanted some dick. You can't bottle up your human wants, your urges. If you want some dick, you want some dick. Like, the trans woman wanted some dick, and the trans man did not have that.
Damn.
Didn't have a dick to give him.
They had a dildo, right?
They told the whole thing because they was YouTube couple. They was using strap-ons, but the trans man said like he's like still has female parts, so he was real sensitive down there. So a lot of the straps he couldn't use, so he had to order one like special, and it took like 3 months to come in, so they didn't have sex for that long, and it made her just kind of be like, I'm about to take my talents elsewhere.
A lot of people were doing things on impulse, not off of pure like what you really want. A lot of people were doing things on pure impulse, and they wanted to do it, but it's like humans make mistakes, man. We prone to make mistakes. Your vagina's not gonna look like a natural vagina, all right? You know what I'm saying? And even if you used to be a man and you got your vagina, you got your new vagina now, I'm not eating that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not eating that. But I'm pretty sure there are niggas out there who will. There are a lot of dudes, like on The Shy. You watch The Shy? You don't watch The Shy, T Daddy?
Mm-mm.
My God. Well, on The Shy, it's a character, and he has his fiance. She's trans, and he loved that woman to death. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, I'm just not a guy that's going to do that. I can be friends with you. I can be friends with people who are in couples like that. I have no issues. Like, y'all can hold hands, kiss each other. I don't care. I feel like y'all should have the same rights as anyone else. Like, I don't care what you do in your business.
Display your love.
Yeah, I don't mind.
I'm not with that shit though. Like,
I don't mind natural PDA. Like, I don't, not the extra.
I don't like PDA.
I've seen you do PDA, nasty PDA too.
Because I was intoxicated, like out of my mind. But you would have never caught me doing that anywhere. And honestly, the person you see me doing PDA with, I had to kind of learn to grow to be okay with it because they were so into it.
Well, I'm looking when I say a
It's
little
called
bit of
meeting
PDA.
somebody halfway.
When I say PDA, I mean like like if a man's wife they out somewhere and one of them's getting ready to leave, like a kiss on the cheek, or they in the park holding hands, or stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
I get like that.
I don't. Some people get so offended by seeing that. You know what I'm saying? And
But
I
mind
don't.
your business.
Yeah,
it don't
exactly.
got anything to do with you.
That's how it is. I
Don't look.
mind none of that type of stuff.
But that's like interracial couples. Like people hate to see
people hate to see that
black
too.
and white or whatever race. Like
Now look, I don't think